for tuning in. Today, I wanted to make a video for first and trimester sum up, and just because you're following me in the third trimester doesn't mean that you don't want to know about the first and second trimester. Perhaps you want to get pregnant, maybe you're in the thick of those trimesters, but I thought I would just share my experiences. And also, no pregnancy is the same, and your normal is not my normal, so don't compare. Comparison is the thief of happiness, as we've heard in other things. So my normal will not be the same as yours, but maybe if I tell you a little bit about my stories, you'll feel connected in some way. That's my point of my channel, is to try to help find connection, support, and positivity, but realness all at the same time. So here we go. Welcome to your first trimester. You most likely peed on a stick, on your hand, on something. I have taken a million pregnancy tests. I was at one point a little addicted, always worried about being pregnant. And I always still peed on myself, always. It's like a rite of passage, if you will. So, and trust me, it's not the grossest thing you're gonna see or have to deal with in the next 9 months, 10 months if you want. I don't know. I'm just gonna stick to 9 months. So weeks are better, supposedly. It all confuses me in the end. You're pregnant in your first trimester for 1 to 12/13 weeks, which is your first 3 or 4 months if you look at it that way. And usually you start to feel the it's like about 8 weeks that you'll find out you're pregnant, 6 to 8 weeks. So that's usually when you start to get the symptoms at the same time that you're taking your test. And for me, I was exhausted, so freaking tired all the time. That was my first sign. So tired, no matter what I did, I felt exhausted. Keep in mind, ladies, we are creating a human being and your hormones are going nuts. So you will be a little nuts, but also it's normal. It's normal to be tired. You are creating a human being from cells in your body. This is when your baby will grow the most of its organs, and everything will be created at this time in your pregnancy. So give yourself a little grace, because you are doing so much work. You could be it probably feels like you're running 5Ks every single day. Kind of stinks because you feel this way, but nobody really knows yet. This is the trimester that we're told not to say anything. It's a little taboo. It's your highest risk for a miscarriage, and I hope to God that doesn't happen if you are about to get pregnant or are pregnant. It is hard, but it's just the beginning, and it's the beginning of a beautiful journey. Now, if you are beautiful, I just want to say it cannot be beautiful sometimes, and it's okay to be pregnant and feel like that. I don't know, I just don't want to go on that rant, but don't think that you have to think it's wonderful and beautiful every second of the time. So don't hold yourself to that accountability. Yes, there are people who would love to get pregnant that can't get pregnant, and I feel for those people, but if you are, you shouldn't deny yourself feelings if you feel a certain way. That's how I feel about it. So you probably start to feel a little boob pain. You got growth going on there. You might get aversions to smells and to things that you normally like. I had a crazy bloodhound nose with all my pregnancies. I can smell fear. No, I'm just kidding. I can smell things crazy far away. And a curse, because there's things that I don't want to smell as much as I do. And like I said, your mood swings, and yes, illness, puking. I hope that you don't have it. I had it with the girls so incredibly bad, but with the boy I didn't. So it changes per pregnancy, per person. Some people love pregnancy, don't get the sickness, and some people do. And yeah, it's different for everybody. Some say it's because of the boy, and some say, I don't know. I don't know the truth of it, but I personally did not get sick with the boy. And before I was pregnant with the boy, I was like, sure. But yeah, I'm a lot better with the boy than I ever was with the girl. So who knows? Maybe there's some truth to those wives' tales. Second trimester comes along. Your energy will return a little bit. It did for me sometimes here and there. I did get round ligament pain, which they call that. That's around your belly, lower belly, where everything is just kind of growing, or even on your sides, your ligaments are stretching out, your hips, all of that. Stretch marks. I just want to to know they're normal. Welcome them if you can. It's normal. Do they stink? Do you get a little self-conscious? Yeah, I guess so. At one point, my oldest daughter, when I was pregnant with my second child, she saw them and she said, "What are those red rivers on your stomach?" So yes, but you know what? Treat them as a wonderful sign of what our bodies can do, because it's truly amazing what we can do. I also forgot to go over something a little taboo, but all those hormones are going through your body and it slows your digestive tract around a little bit. So drink a lot of water if you can. Drink so much water, for real. Take whatever stool softener you choose to take. Talk to your doctor about it. I don't want to get anybody in trouble, but sometimes that will change as well. And here's my funny story. So when I was pregnant with my very first, I was about 27, and I was looking at baby registries and stuff, and I was like, I'm so confused. Like the natural bottles, like the latch and things like that, the nipples are huge. They're so huge. Mine don't look like that. How are they gonna latch? And she said, "Oh, they change, honey. They change." And I was like, okay, well, girl, they change. They change. Thank you, hormones, for that. It's, again, our bodies are freaking amazing. So hopefully you stop getting sick if you were getting sick in your first trimester. I, with a girl, still got sick here and there. And for me, what worked was eating. I mean, nothing really worked, let's be honest. But I started eating more often. That helped the most. Eating more often, smaller meals. And it's like, in this trimester, it's like your body starts to, in your second trimester, it's like, oh, hey, guess what? I finally understand what's happening. I'm not going to be so crazy for you. And you stop to get a little sick. You get a little more or less tired. The truth is that you're growing. The child is just getting bigger. You're not like creating everything as much as you were in your first trimester, which is freaking amazing. Really, it's freaking amazing. So again, girl, give yourself grace. This is the best part. So you starting to show, people will finally understand that you're not just batshit crazy. No kids are around. Don't judge me. And they will finally start to understand, maybe. And then, which will make you mad anyways, because we're like, oh, you're pregnant, that's why. And you're going to be like, what do you mean? But I mean, reality is you have hormones. And we've already talked about the handy dandy bladder. It's just there for the rest of your 10 months. It's just there to say hello every chance you get, whether it's going in overdrive because of hormones or if it's because you have a child that loves to sit on it. And then the best thing happens in this trimester. You can find out the sex as you want, which is super exciting.
Hold on. Go.
Wait.
One,
2, 3.
Oh my God!
But also, in this trimester, you start to feel the baby kick. And I don't want to get all schmoozy-moozy, but you know, those first 12, 13 weeks or however long it takes, it can vary for when you feel the baby, especially your first to like later pregnancies, you feel them earlier. But I was just so freaking nervous all the time of if I was doing things right or if I wasn't doing things right. And, you know, pregnancies later, I was like, oh, it's okay. But in the beginning, for sure, and especially this pregnancy after losing my last, I was very nervous. And once you start to feel that baby kick, it's like, oh, hey, thank you for that reinsurance. It's like, woo. And then there's still moments that, I'm not gonna lie, that I'm like, can you just calm down? Like that, me and my bladder, like, I know it's there, just calm down. So those are my biggest things for pregnancy. And again, I just want to really hone in on telling you not every pregnancy is the same and not to compare it to somebody else. I have my sister, I love her so much, and she loved being pregnant. She loved it, and I always was so jealous because with my girls, my hair got gross, and my hair's still not, but that's because I dyed it. But, you know, my hair got so gross. In fact, I had to wash my hair with Dawn with Emma because it just got so freaking greasy that no shampoo helped. My skin was terrible. It's not the best, but it's not as bad as it ever was with the girls. And I was sick freaking all the time. I had poop issues, not gonna lie, not gonna sugarcoat it. I just felt gross and tired and just, you know, you're like, oh, pregnancy, there was the glow, the glow, the glow. And I was like, my glow is where? And yeah, it was gross. And I feel so much better with a boy. And I hate to say it's because it's a boy, because I don't know why that bothers me, but it does, I'm not gonna lie. So, but I do feel totally different with the boy. I didn't have as many hair issues of my hair falling out or just feeling gross until I dyed it. And then my skin is way better. Not the best again, but still way better. I had other issues with this boy. I have some massive leg cramps. Those are normal as well. And then he's so low, and it's just a whole different ball game with him. And but if I was to compare myself to my sister, it always would make me feel like, oh, what am I doing wrong? Or am I not appreciating this different or this? And I just feel like that robbed me of some joy, or not joy, but not her fault. I'm so glad she had such a wonderful pregnancy, but I just really want you to not fall into that trap of comparison, because you're about to have a baby that's going to be way different than anybody else's child. Your child is not going to be the same as anybody else's, you know, and like they might reach milestones at different times, or faster or quicker or later. And sometimes it just robs you of joy, robs you of those moments of, and it, you know, changes how you think you should really feel. And really you shouldn't be comparing yourself to somebody else's journey. And your feelings are your feelings, and understanding them, I think, is quite more important than trying to compare them. So that's that. I hope that was a pretty fast but a fun little synopsis of first and second trimester. Kind of jerkish to go through. I think it's like 22, 23, 24, who knows, weeks. But I'm sure you have an app that tells you how big the baby is. I'm sure you have an app to tell you how far you are. So first and second trimester, totally different than your third, I feel like. And that's it. So I will be back. Stay tuned. We'll do a synopsis of third trimester, and I will update you on my doctor progress soon. I go back on Thursday, and then we will do a check-in, and we will talk about it, because I'll be 36 weeks, and birth plan will finally be set in stone of what we're going to do. So thank you for tuning in. If you liked this video, like it, I guess, share it, subscribe, all the things that other YouTubers say, and stay tuned. Thank you.